football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with Coach Fickell before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play, and if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. They'll run it from the gun. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. It has been a rocky ride through the Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
Yeah, and sometimes the Big Ten will do that too, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season, because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's been saying the right things after taking all these losses at the podium after games. We got guys hurt. We've got young players. We're inexperienced. We're learning how to win. But, you know, you're running out of time for excuses. You've now got to turn the page. You've got to show up. You've got to put a complete game together and get it done.
The option, he'll keep it. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more. And if can put one, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hoosiers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
And obviously, huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza, David. And it's not going to be easy. And obviously you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis Rourke the year before.
Oh, my God.
Running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And you wondered in the second half, man, were they going to play with more emotion? They're the better team. They looked like they were dragging a little bit. They weren't playing as good as we're accustomed to seeing. But what happens, man? The underdog here in the second half, setting the tone again, getting to the quarterback again, making life hard for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Wilson will throw. Unloads it downfield. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Got room on the return. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken them a long time to get into a rhythm in the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. He put up some big numbers this year if they keep up at this pace.
That's caught. It's Rigby. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? That the quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. To the air on first down. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Hoosiers are flying down the field. Quarterback may change this route. Wilson to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. A chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Gonna look downfield again. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man on the right. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Firing toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. The offense changing the play. Wilson will throw. Makes the grab. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Hoosiers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive. He was able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
They go play action with Joseph. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And nice job by this defense, really being physical at the point of the attack. There's not a lot of holes, man. They run the ball on back-to-back plays. Aggressive linebackers playing downhill. Nice job by the D-line, owning the line of scrimmage. And now they got him in a situation where this is where they want him.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh. And this is... Nice job by the D-line, owning the line of scrimmage. And now they got him in a situation where this is where they want him. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Now on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. The run inside. It's Richard. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over. Nothing to show for that run. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Using his legs, it's Richard. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. The Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Joseph on the play action. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, he leads it with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Better find the ear plugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Quickly complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
They go play action with Joseph. Got it. Opens. The 25. Touchdown.
Ah, shit.
He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
And I think the offense caught the D off guard on that play, throwing it to the fullback. I think this defense was expecting the fullback to kind of ram up in there and try to block somebody, maybe get a fullback dive, but not release out of the backfield like that and catch the ball. This fullback, he's got a lot of tools in his toolbox.
Bringing it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Wilson to pass. Looking long. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Very odd.
And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
The Hoosiers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Badgers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his man. It's Marsh. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use a timeout instead. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Under fire. Plucks it out of the air. Still on his feet at the 45. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Wilson will throw. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab on the left. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. And he had just enough to will that one home. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 10 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Blue Devils on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Now back to your game in Bloomington. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build his halftime advantage. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And the Badgers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Coach Jed Fish told me at halftime, guys, we may have an upset brewing. As you know, this team came in here not highly ranked and highly regarded, but that doesn't matter. The players on the field have had something to say, and they are really taking this game to the home team. We'll see if there's an upset continuing here in the second half. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They go right back to it. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. There's a Badger slow to get up. They'll stop play to have the trainers look at him. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Wilson to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it down the field. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big hiccup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature. They're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him.
Got a little headed to the end zone, and he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And you got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
You give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement out front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Come on, Danny.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rigby. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
Oh.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Joseph finds his tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Badgers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's knocked down.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guys, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Wilson will throw. Got his man. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Takes the handoff. It's Richard. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Beebe. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And a big deflection.
Probably could have threw that up, maybe.
3rd down forces a 4th down. And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. Not a lot of room to field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Joseph on the play action. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. This Mike Backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. This guy's got to be so athletic, and you see him blitz and run games and all the different things they can do. Aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense, these guys are as versatile as it gets.
Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Badgers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, added up for a 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but you can't do it and force the incompletion. You've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Look out, he's got room. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in a big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Running the red zone, it's Beebe. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Second down coming up with this red zone opportunity. Rides to the back. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Indiana! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Give to the back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Throwing Joseph.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, then they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these 4th quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do. Hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. He wants a big play here late. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got it. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd one.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. Joseph. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. Here he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for two right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wilson to pass. Rush is on him. He's on the move. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He wants to change this route. Wants to pass the clock an enemy. Showing the arm straight down the left side. He's got an open man. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Looking for space. It's Beebe. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
That makes that a lot easier. Jeez.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The holder will find a spot at the 38-yard line. That means a 48-yarder and a chance to win it. And it's good! The upset! They get it done! The field goal to win it! That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard? Just like that, like you're talking about, Reese. Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.